Hey guys, long time no see. I know I haven't made a video in a very, very long time. Life, things, I have probably a binder's worth of videos to do, like subjects to do. Every time I start getting busy researching one, I get a call or an email or something, saying here's another problem, and it goes right on my list. But like, my son's starting senior year of high school, we're starting college application processes, and for those that are new to my channel, I am an only parent. I raised my kid without a dad, and he's priority over you guys. I'm sorry, sorry not sorry. It is, he's the priority, but still gonna try and do these videos when I can. So keep checking back, because I will start posting more and more and more as the school year gets along, and once he gets accepted to a college, there'll be some time to kind of focus a little bit more on these videos. But thank you so much for being patient. I guess let's get into it. I've got a lot to kind of catch up with you guys. Like, I've made so many videos in the past. I know that we've discussed my assault issues and my issues with TTPG, and me trying to whistleblow on individuals. I always try to, unless I have absolute proof, I don't mention names, but once I have absolute proof, names go out there. So keep in mind that, like, if I am speculating, if I'm saying something, it's just speculation. There's, innocent until proven guilty. I have no idea. I know from just, decades of experience now that certain individuals, and being in the position that I'm in and knowing a lot of these individuals, I have a pretty clear indication of what could be going on, and not. But again, innocent until proven guilty, and I can always be wrong, and that's fine. We're human. So there's so many videos there's so much I want to get into. Like, there's so many things I want to just like jump right into, but this would be like an hour-long video if I did that. But and I kind of want to break those down into individual videos, because I want to explain lots of that, like explain reasons or facts, and some of this stuff, I mean, literally could be like an hour video just for that one topic. There's just so much to go over. But I guess today I just kind of wanted to, by the way, I got this rocking chair earlier this year. It was a Facebook Marketplace find. It's like over 100-year-old Victorian era rocking chair, and hopefully I can try to restore it a little bit. I don't want to do it too much because it's got a lot of character to it, but it's pretty cool. So anyways, one of the things I guess I wanted to talk to you guys about today was that one of the things, especially during the summer, that I find the most emails or the most like messages. And it's so funny because, like, I'm not an active educator right now. Like, I haven't been since COVID. Like, I educate here and there, like on my own independently, but like not with an institution, which is what I'd done for, like 20 years. And but it's just interesting that my name is still out there, and I'm still prevalent enough, even in the local community, that I get sent so much stuff and get asked all the time for talks and whatnot. But the biggest question I've been getting randomly lately is, I guess, I have a writer slider, and I don't know what to do with it. And I reached out to local animal rehabbers, and I got the rudest responses from them about, like, basically condemning the person for one, getting a writer slider, two, oh, you should have known these things. 3, you should have known the laws. And if you try to release it into a pond, that's illegal. It's illegal. And I just think it's so funny because I know exactly, these are my people. I know these people. Like, and I don't know this person, but like I know, I'm from Texas. Like I know, I used to help run the DFW Turtle and Tortoise Club years ago and did it for years. And so I would constantly see these people and know these people, and I know what it is. It's essentially like, you know, their kids, or they find a baby turtle in spring and they keep it for X amount of months, and then it gets really big and they're like, well, you know, like we can't keep keeping this animal, it's getting really big, so we don't know what to do with it. And you know, they reach out to somebody to find out what to do. And you know, my question is, okay, like I don't even ask questions. I'm like I guess I do, but okay, so like you found this baby, like you're not like, they don't even say anything. Like I'm just like, you found this baby and you brought it inside and you put it in a tank and decided to keep it as a pet, right? And they're like, yes. I'm like, okay. And now you kept it alone in a tank and raised it up, and now it's too big and you want to find it at home, or you want to figure out what to do with it. And they're like, yes. I said, well, I was like, these rehabbers are wrong, because they're literally telling her that it's illegal to release this turtle into the wild. Well, here in the state of Texas, reindeer sliders are native. It's one of the few places in the whole wide world that they're not invasive. They're from here. They're native. So you took a wild animal from the wild, and these rehabbers are saying it's illegal if you return it to the wild. Make that make sense. Because, honey bunny, you committed the crime by taking an animal from the wild and putting it in a tank inside your home and then keeping it and raising it. You took a wild animal from the wild and kept it as a pet. So you already committed the crime. So when you're returning it back to the wild, you're rectifying the illegal activity. I'm so disappointed. I know who these rehabbers are. Like, she didn't even have to tell me. These people don't even have to tell me who these people are. Like, I know these people, and they're not the nicest. They're not the most. I guess they're not nice. And I'm not a fan of rehabbers in general. I like the idea of it. I like some rehabbers, but in the wild, generally speaking, rehabbers seem to have a chip on their shoulder and tend to develop a very bad reputation of being like, I know more than you and I'm certified, so like, how dare you? But practicality is that like most people like just want to do the right thing. If they're reaching out to you, they're wanting to do the right thing. They're not wanting to do the wrong thing. And having somebody that's so crass and so rude and be, you know, like condemning them just because you're certified and they're not, maybe we should do the best thing that's for the animal and not for our ego. And that's what kind of irks me a little bit, just because these, like, for me, it's the animal. The animal's the most important thing, and the environment's the most important thing in those situations. If the animal's literally kept in a sterile environment inside of a home, how is it any different than a biologist head starting a hatchlings and then releasing them to the wild? No difference, minus some permits and not illegally taking them from the wild. But, you know, human condition is we are curious things. We like to, you know, we do this. Like, this is something we do as kids, and some people just think that there's no harm, no foul, or just don't understand the implications of what they're doing. And to be fair, in this situation, in my opinion, this is not a worst case scenario. This is honestly what they did was just improve this one animal out of the clutch of babies that hatched. basically gave it a better odd of survival in its now coming into second year of life. I'm not saying that this is a good thing, that everybody should do this. I don't think anybody should just go and collect baby turtles from, creek areas, put them in tanks, raise them up, and then release them. I'm not suggesting that, because I don't condemn illegal activity. Let's stay above board here. But my biggest issue in the kind of like premise of this video, having not been in any videos in a long time, is that rehabbers are not always the end all be all. And if somebody's making you feel bad for feeling really bad for just trying to do the right thing, that's just terrible. I'm, as somebody from, that's a native Texan, my mom's side of the family goes back to before this country was a country, like, Revolutionary War, Civil War. Like, our family was in all the wars. So to have people in my state as rehabbers doing this, acting this way, saying this kind of stuff, it just disgusts me. It just makes me very upset that and these individuals, these rehabbers, are public educators. They give talks, they give, like, I know they have booths at expos, they, I know this, and I feel like that's an absolute shame. That personally, I don't think that they're good educators. But like in colleges and universities, you don't always have good professors and stuff, but it's just a shame when those individuals, like young students, get stuck with those bad teachers and they lose out on all that information and all that inspiration that could change their viewpoint just because they had a bad instructor. But so this is just me going on kind of ranting and raving, because it's that time of the year. We're coming deep into summer. It's getting hotter and hotter here in Texas, and I'm starting to get those messages and those and I guess this was the easiest video that didn't involve tons of research and information to just jump right back into. I have tons of other information, tons of other videos. A lot of it I just want to make sure that I get right, and I know it's taking forever, and I'm so sorry. It's taking forever to get that information out to you guys, but in respect to the laws, to the animals, and to conservation, I want to get it right, and I want to do a good video. I know I'm not the greatest at editing. I'm not the greatest at making it super entertaining. At least my hands move around a lot, so at least you guys have something to look at. Like, how many times is she crisscrossing her arms? So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys found this interesting. I know I talked about like a lot of kind of not the greatest topics, they're great topics. They're fantastic topics, but happy-go-lucky topics. I'll try every once in a while to get like some cute ones in there, but I think the next few videos are going to be a little bit more. One's definitely going to be sad, and I may cry. And there's quite a few, but we do have some adventures coming up. I'm excited, because this isn't just a channel on turtles and tortoises and stuff like that. I know I heavily do that because that was something I did for a long time, but I will be taking you guys to my motherland, where my family's from. I'm third generation Lithuanian American, and I'm going to Lithuania soon. So you guys get to come along with me. We're gonna go see the KGB museum. We're gonna go see just everything. Hopefully some festivals, hopefully some good stuff. I gotta go to the National Registry there. It's gonna be really great, and can't wait to take you guys along with me and maybe educate you on some of how amazing Lithuania is and how amazing that country is. So we're not just here talking about animal stuff. I'm Curious Turtle. We're curious. We're gonna explore everything, and it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to take it with you guys with me. And I'm getting a little bit better at, like, you know, making it more entertaining. Hopefully I'm making it more entertaining coming up in the next few years. But yeah, thanks for coming along on my journeys, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye-bye.